Hello, good day students. I am Pinky Suhail, your English teacher of class 4th, and today I will teach you the third lesson from Oxford Reading Circle book. Today's topic is The Thrush Girl from pages 69 till 72. This is a part 2. Student, you can see the picture of the author of this lesson, Gottfried Boemens. Gottfried Boemens was a Dutch author and television personality. Much of his work remains untranslated into English. Was born on 2nd March 1913 in Netherlands and died 22nd December 1971 in Netherlands. Students, before I start reading, I will show some pictures of different creatures like animals, birds and insects, etc. You can see pictures on your screen. Students, think some name of your favorite animals, birds or insects. I give you 10 seconds. In what ways are these useful for human beings? Think of ways that these animals can be protected us. Students, I have selected few vocabulary words from pages 69 till 72, which I read for your better pronunciation, and I will give you the meaning of it. The words are thrushes, stacked, bewitched, prop up, orchard. I read it again. Thrushes, stacked, bewitched, prop up, orchard. Now their meanings. Thrushes. Thrushes mean a type of songbird. Stacked mean piled neatly. Bewitched mean affected by a magic spell. Prop up mean to give support. Orchard mean a land planted with fruit trees. Students, it is a wonderful story, The Thrush Girl. There are many characters in the story. I will tell you one by one. A little girl, she able to understand animals. Grandmother, she could do magic but not much. She only understands the thrushes. The father, he believes his daughter. He has done what his daughter says. The mother, she listened to her daughter's speech. The other farmers, they always angry to the little girl. Moles, one kind of rat, the little girl understands their voice. Bees, the little girl also understands their voice. King's soldiers, they taken to the little girl from her house. The king, he also come to the little girl house to take her. The prince, he would marry her, but the little girl refused. So students, let's start the reading of pages 69 and 70. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who longed to be able to understand animals. She went to her old grandmother and said, "Oh grandmother, I would so love to understand the animals. Can you teach me how to do it? The grandmother could do magic, but not much. My child, she said, I can only understand the thrushes, and that is not worth the trouble. Please teach me, replied the little girl. So the grandmother taught her to understand the thrushes. It was much easier than she had thought. She only had to be kind to the birds and throw them a few crumbs from time to time. When she had learned, she walked through the woods listening to the thrushes. Her grandmother was right. They had not much to say. The girl went to her father and said, Father, bring in the hay, for it will rain tomorrow. The father believed the child. He brought in the hay, and by evening it was stacked in the barn. The next morning it began to rain. All the hay in the district was soaked, and only his was dry. The father was glad he had listened to his child, but all the other farmers were angry. They thought only of their own loss. The girl is no good, they said. She will go to the bed. But the little girl said nothing. She went back to her grandmother and said, Now I would like to understand the moles as well. Students, the story starts with the little girl who lived with her parents in a small village. She went to her old grandmother and said she would so love to understand the animals. The grandmother could do magic, but not much. She said she can only understand the thrushes. She said, Teach me. When she had learned, she walked through the woods listening to the thrushes. The girl went to her father and said, Father, bring in the hay, for it will rain tomorrow. The father believed the child. He brought in the hay, and by evening it was stacked in the barn. The next morning it began to rain. All the hay in the district was soaked, and only his was dry. All the other farmers were angry. The little girl went back to her grandmother and said, Now I would like to understand the moles as well. So students, let's start the reading of page 71. Oh, my child, replied the grandmother, what a lot you want. Just be good to the animals, then you will understand them after a time. It was 3 months before the little girl could understand the moles too, and one day she said to her father, Bury the potatoes deep in the ground, for tomorrow it will freeze. And sure enough, next day it froze. The father had buried his potatoes, and they were undamaged. All the other farmers mourned and groaned, for they had not a single good potato left. He had warned them all, but they had not listened. They thought the little girl was bewitched. The little girl said nothing. Now she wanted to understand the language of the bees too. Her grandmother could not help her. "You know more than I know," she said. "You must learn to talk with bees in your own way." So the little girl was very kind to the bees. She no longer ate honey, but left it in the hives. And after a little while, she could understand exactly what the bees were saying. In this paragraph, the grandmother replied, "Just be good to the animals. Then you will understand them after a time." One day she said to her father, "Bury the potatoes in the ground, for tomorrow it will freeze." The father had done same way to his daughter said. Next day it froze. All the other farmers moaned and groaned, for they had not a single good potato left. She warned them all, but they had no listen. Now she could understand exactly what the bees were saying. Students, let's start the reading of the last page 72 of this session. And one day she went to her mother and said, "Prop up the fruit trees in the orchard and lock the windows tight, for there will be a great storm tonight." And that very evening, a mighty wind rose up and ruined all the houses. The trees bowed and broke, and there was great distress in the land. Only the orchard in which the little girl lived stood upright, and not a tree was harmed. Other people grew so angry that they said, "The child is bewitched, we will burn her." The people came running from every side with dry branches to build a great fire. The little girl stood on top of the pile of branches and called, "Thrushes, thrushes, help me now." The people could not understand what she was saying, for it was in bird language, but the thrushes understood her, and in their thousands they flew down and each plucked a twig from the fire. The little girl was soon standing on the grass, and there was no more firewood to be seen. She ran happily home and cried, "Father, mother, the birds have set me free." One day the little girl went to her mother and said, "Prop up fruit trees in orchard and lock the windows tight, for there will be a great storm tonight." The other farmer wanted to burn the little girl. The little girl called, "Thrushes, thrushes, help me now." She ran happily home and cried, "Father, mother, the birds have set me free." Students, it's time to get the homework. You can see on your screen. Question number 1. What did the grandmother teach the child? The answer is the grandmother taught the child how to understand thrushes, moths, and bees. Question number 2. How did the animals help the child? The answer is the thrushes saved the girl from being burned. The bees saved her from the man with the eggs, and the moles freed her from the tower. Question number 3 is write the opposites of the following words you can find from dictionary. The words are shut, lock, happily, harmed, gain, best. I read it again. Shut, lock, happily, harm, gain, best. Children, now this time you are not going to do your homework on Fullscape sheet. Hope you all bought your copies as well, and previous work you also will do in your English literature copies. Now complete the given homework in copy, submit in school office every Wednesday at 9 to 11 with your name and class on it. Okay student, we will be continue the same lesson in second part. Okay, bye bye students, stay home, save lives. Thank you so much.